Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to create a hexagon granny square. The granny square is a staple in crocheting, and the hexagon granny square is another awesome motif for a granny square. Today I will be using the Lion brand Woolies yarn and my Furls crochet hook in size I, which is a 5.5 millimeter. Let's get started. To begin, you're just going to go ahead and chain or create a slip stitch. Place it on your hook and fasten it. You're going to chain 3 and then join the two ends together by inserting your hook into the first chain, slipping and pulling through. Okay. You're now going to chain an additional 3 and work 11 additional double crochets into the center of the hole. So I'll show that to you slowly. You're going to yarn over, insert into the middle of your circle, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I have 2 double crochets plus my chain 3, which equals 3 double crochets. I'm going to go ahead and create 11 more, or excuse me, a total of 12 double crochets, which are made up of 11 double crochets and the chain 3. Okay, we now have our first round completed. We have 1 chain 3 and 11 double crochets. To begin the next round, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to work another double crochet into the stitch right under the chain 3. I'm going to skip a stitch, and then I'm going to work 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and an additional 2 double crochets into that same stitch. I'm going to skip a stitch and repeat that same process. So 2 double crochets into the same stitch, a chain 1, and another 2 double crochets. So you'll see here that we're forming the corners of the hexagon granny square. You can see it definitely in this one. I'm going to skip a stitch, work into the next, and repeat these clusters of 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and an additional 2 double crochets. Skip one. Gonna chain 1. So after you finish this row, you should have 6 corners, that's what a hexagon is. So another corner, this should be our last one. Whoopsies. You're gonna chain 1. All right, so now we're back to the beginning. You're gonna find the double crochet that you worked with, and you're going to reinsert into that hole and create 2 more double crochets. And this completes the first corner. You're going to chain 1 to complete. Find the 3rd chain of the chain 3, insert, and create a slip stitch to complete. So now we have the second row completed of our granny square. So now I will show you the next row, which will be the way that you complete every other rows of the granny square, but it'll just expand as you work. So chain 3, And into this corner, you're going to crochet 1 more double crochet. In between the corners, you're going to place 3 double crochets. Okay, now we're back at a corner, so we're going to create another corner by placing 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 double crochets. So we've completed that corner, and we're going to go ahead and place 3 double crochets into the chain, or along the chain space along the side. So essentially how this works out is any spaces along the side in between the corners, you're going to place 3 double crochets. But in the corners, you're going to work 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. All right, so now we're back to a space along the side. We're going to work 3 double crochets, back at a corner, so we're working 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. So you can see the pattern and how this is working out. Again, as your granny square progresses in rows, it's going to get bigger, and you'll just have more 3 double crochet clusters along the side. So now we're back at a corner, and we're going to work 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. Okay, so we're coming up to our last corner, but we have a space along the side, so we're going to add 3 double crochets. Okay, corner, so we're going to do 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. Last side, we're going to put 3 double crochets. Okay, now we're back to the beginning of our row, and just like the first row, we're going to work back into the same space we started, place 2 more double crochets. We're going to chain 1, and to complete the row, we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, and slip a stitch into the 3rd chain of the chain 3 of the row. So now we have completed the 3rd row in the repeat row of the hexagon granny square. Something really neat about granny squares, and I know this is a very small version, but if you fold it a certain way, it's hard to see now, but it can create half of a sweater, which I have a pattern that utilizes this. You can find that on my channel. Another thing that's important to note is as you get bigger, it'll fold on itself. It won't stay flat the bigger you make it. A typical hexagon granny square has 3 to 4 rows before it starts flipping out. So thanks for watching this tutorial. Please leave any comments below of suggestions or things you'd like to see, and please subscribe. Thanks.